I'm Todd Rosenbluth, Head of Research at Verify. Thanks for joining us for another episode of ETF 360. I'm here joined by Simeon Hyman of ProShares, and we're here to talk about Ex-Sector ETFs tied to the S&P 500. Simeon, thanks for joining me.
Appreciate it.
Well, it's my pleasure. So when advisors look to equity markets, they often take a broad approach focusing on the S&P 500. But what you own and what you don't own is also important, right?
That's exactly right. There's always some part of the market that's substantially outperforming, but there are also frequently, as we know, areas of the market that may very well underperform. So the opportunity to perhaps invest in the S&P 500 but leave something out is at least as important as what you leave in.
So let's talk about what would have worked in 2022. What are some of the better and worst performing sectors in the S&P 500?
Well, pretty much the top of the heap, not surprising, is energy. That's through the roof, and we all know what's happened to gas prices, but it also goes through the entire energy complex. So the energy sector has been a dramatic outperformer. And of course, I don't think it's going to surprise anybody that technology is on the bottom of the heap. So there's a big spread between winners and losers this year, Todd.
So if you had a bearish view on one of the sectors, there's ETFs that could be able to help you out. But there's other use cases for the ProShares suite of products, right?
That's right. So we have a suite of Ex-Sector ETFs. And I'm going to do the tickers, but please come to our website because I'm going to go through them and you won't remember what they are. But SPXE is our S&P 500 X Energy ETF. SPXN is X Financials. SPXT is X Technology, and SPXV is X Healthcare. So each one of those delivers the S&P 500 with just that one sector surgically removed. So absolutely, you might have a tactical view. You might say to yourself, the energy run is over. I'd like to be out of energy now. Or you might say that the technology bashing isn't over. I still want to be out of technology. But to your point, there's another use case, and that is if you have a concentrated position in either financial or human capital. Now, the financial thing is easy. So what if I already have, say, a bunch of technology in my portfolio, or I like a specific niche technology manager and I need to have the rest of my equities perhaps not have it so I'm not overweight. So that is the financial capital piece. But the piece that people often overlook is the human capital piece. What if I work in that energy sector? What if I work in that healthcare sector and I'm a senior executive, or maybe I'm not even such a senior executive? I might have a pile of stock and options, or it might just be my salary and bonus that are tied to the fortunes of that sector. And eliminating it from my investment portfolio can be a good way of balancing my entire basket of both human and financial capital.
So we talked about the use cases. You named the different products. Do you want to highlight one in particular and what it owns and what it doesn't own?
Yeah, I think clearly right now, the two pieces that someone would likely have a view on are those two, the X Energy, SPXE, and SPXT, X Technology. That's where the seesaw's right in front of everybody's face right now. Do you think that energy prices are going to decline? Or have you seen what just happened with OPEC cutting production and you have the other side of that trade? But if you think it's done, there's an opportunity with SPXE to, again, have the S&P 500, but just strip out energy. Technology, has it hit bottom? Is there an opportunity there? A lot of folks are thinking things are priced in. Remember, the salvation of equities is growth in the long term, so you might be ready to invest. On the other hand, you just might think that rising rates are going to continue to depress the technology sector for a while longer, and SPXT offers the opportunity to just invest in the S&P 500, simply surgically removing the technology sector. So those are the two that I would highlight that I think are part of the key decision process for the end of this year and going into 2023.
Well, thanks, Simeon. Some great insight as always. Thanks to you, and thanks to the audience for tuning in to ETF 360. Till next time.